Welcome 7th grade, level 2. This is our course of English. So let's get started with our review. The agenda for today is going to be our review of regular and irregular verbs. Then we are going to do an exercise. And we are going to see a review of present perfect and our exercise about present perfect too. And we are going to see the topic of greeting. So let's get started with our review of today. Review of regular and irregular verbs. The verbs change verb tense, and we have 3 base forms. We have base form, past form, and past participle form. The base forms are divided in 2 groups. We have the verb arrive in the base form, past form arrived, past participle form arrived, and we have the irregular drink in base form, drank in past form, past participle form, drunk. So let's look more deep in this topic about regular and irregular verbs. Verbs. They are divided into groups, regular verbs and irregular verbs. The regular verbs are fixed pattern verbs in base form, and we add d, ed, ied. We have some examples: jump, jumped, like, liked, cry, cried. Now the irregular verbs. The regular verbs are no fixed pattern. They cannot be formed by adding fixed characters, and they are divided in 4 groups. Some of those verbs, they repeat the same base forms, and others change. And we have some examples: put, put, buy, bought, come, come, break, broken. Now, let's do our exercise and let's practice regular and irregular verbs. Facts about the language of English. Did you know bookkeeper and bookkeeping are the only 2 words in the English language with 3 consecutive double letters? Interesting fact. Let's continue. Exercise number 1. You're going to take out your notebook and you're going to copy this chart and write the past participle verb. We have the column of the base form verbs and the next column that is for past participle verb. So we have met, we have speak, call, be, come, do, eat, fall, go, make, think, put, drink, and have. And you can take the top-notch book number 2 and see page 4 for the chart of irregular verbs. You can help with this page to do this exercise. Another fact about the English language. Did you know pronunciation is the word which is the most mispronounced in the English language? Interesting fact. Review of present perfect. We are going to do a summary about this topic so you can remember. Remember that when we use present perfect, we are going to talk about indefinite time in the past. We are going to use have and has. Remember that when we use these 2 auxiliaries, have and has, we can use have for I, you, we, and they. And has, we are going to use it with she, he, or it. Also, in present perfect, we can use contractions like have not, hasn't, has not. For yes or no questions, we can use the structure. Remember to use have or has at the beginning of each questions. Then we are going to write a pronoun, and it's going to depend. For example, if I use have you, remember that we use have. If I'm going to use the pronoun she, it has to be has she, okay? And then we are going to add a past participle verb and the complement of the question. And we have some examples. Have you eaten yet? And the answers are going to be short. No, I haven't. Or yes, I have. Another statements or sentences that we can do in present perfect. My younger sister has come home from work. They haven't taken the test yet. Or I haven't eaten pizza. Okay, so we are going to practice now more present perfect. That's why it's so important to us to know the past participle verb, because in present perfect we use it. So let's continue practicing. Did you know that I am is the shortest complete sentence in the English language? Another interesting fact about this. Exercise number 2. We are going to complete each sentence with the words in parentheses. Use the present perfect, have or has, and a past participle. Use contractions when possible. Write only the answers in your notebook. So for example, you're going to write number 1, you're going to read the sentence, and you're only going to write in your notebook the answer. I'm repeating. You're only going to write the answers in your notebook. You're going to read the sentence and you're going to write the answers in your notebook. Let's look at the example. We have this statement, camping together twice, and in parentheses we have Jack and Bob. We know that there are 2 persons, so that is the pronoun of they, and we have the base form go. So Jack and Bob have gone, because that is the past participle verb of go, gone camping together twice. Now let's do the number 1, 2, 3, and 4. The statement number 1, it says, at that restaurant several times. We have in parentheses, we and it. Number 2, the homework. What about you? And we have in parentheses, I, not, do. So it's a negative statement. Let's be careful with that. What am I going to use in negative statement? You can look in your book. If you have any doubt, look at your book on page 4. You will find there. Number 3, an appointment with your academic advisor. This is a question. What do we write first if we are going to use or write a sentence in present perfect? We have the in parentheses you and make. the sentence number 4. We have to Beijing and she wants to go. In parentheses, we have Lisa, not B. What we are going to use? Sentences 5, 6, 7, and 8. Number 5, it says, I have some big news. In love. And we have in parentheses, I am fall. Number 6, we have the statement, Bill's parents, but they met before the wedding. And we have in parentheses, my parents not met. Number 7, Jenny has visited several art museums in Paris and the Mona Lisa. And we have in parentheses, she and C. And the last statement is to a doctor about the problem. It's a question. So we have he and speak. Let's practice present perfect. Did you know that a new word is added to the dictionary every 2 hours? Another interesting fact about English language. Exercise number 3. Make a graphic organizer with the topic greeting. Use the top-notch book 2, page 2 for reference. Be creative. Remember when I showed you the video of different greeting around the world? In Japan, they say hello by taking a bow. In Europe, they give hello with 2 kisses. In other places, they give 3 kisses. In other countries, they say hello by shaking hands. So let's be creative and make this graphic organizer. How do we say greeting here in Guatemala? Remember that I asked you that question? So let's start by studying these topics by writing and practicing English. The English course is over. So I hope that you have a nice day. And remember, may the English be with you. And let's practice, practice, practice. Bye, guys. See you on Friday.